Happy holidays, my YouTube family. I hope everybody is doing great. Everybody is doing very well. Now, courtesy of this holidays, I decided to bring you guys a very simple waakye stew recipe that you guys are really going to love. Now, this recipe is so simple. I'm going to make a recipe of the waakye later. This recipe is specifically the waakye stew. Let's get started. Now, for this recipe, you are going to need your onion mix base and your tomato mix base, okay? Now, for the onion mix base, it is a very important mix in this recipe because it is what makes the waakye stew taste like waakye stew, okay? Now, you are going to blend this onion mix with your ginger and your garlic, your rosemary and aniseed. I'm going to list all the ingredients in the description box. Please check it out. Now listen, make sure you roughly blend this onion mix, okay? You don't want it to be too fine or too smooth. It should be roughly blended just like that. Now this is my tomato mix, and for my tomato mix, I blended my tomatoes, my bell pepper and my carrots. I'm going to list all ingredients. Please check it out, okay? Now let's start our stew. For our stew, you're going to add in some oil to your saucepan. Now listen, when you're making waakye stew, it requires a lot of oil, so don't be scared to pour your oil in your saucepan at all. It requires a lot of oil actually. Now add in your onion mix base to your oil and fry this with the oil, okay? Now please make sure you fry it on low heat because you don't want the onions to burn, okay? You need that brownish, goldish brownish color, okay? Now I'm going to fry these onions for about 10 minutes and it is ready. Now this is the kind of color I wanted, okay? Not so dark, just like this. Now I'm going to add in your 10 tomatoes to your onions and fry this with your onions as well, okay? Make sure you don't overtake the 10 tomatoes because you don't want the stew to be tasting too, I don't know the word to use, but you get me. So yes, you're going to fry this with your onions. Make sure you fry for about 10 minutes, and when it's well fried, you're going to know, okay, the oil is going to settle on top and you know that your 10 tomatoes is well fried with your onions. Once your oil starts settling like this, you know your tin tomatoes is well fried, okay? Make sure you fry it very well before you add in your tomato mix, okay? Now we're going to add in our tomato mix that we blended earlier to our stew, and then practically our stew is ready. You're just going to cover it for your stew to cook. You can add in some water if you want, or add in some water from time to time to check your stew, okay? Once your stew is ready, you're going to know, okay? Cover this and let it cook. Now, once your tomato mix is well cooked, you are going to add in some shrimp powder. Now, the shrimp powder brings out the dark color of the stew, okay? If you want that dark waakye color, this is what you need to add. It also improves the flavor of the stew, okay? Now, you're going to add in some cooked meats. I used my Wele, some cow meats, some taro, and what have you, okay? Add this with your stock, okay? Just to upgrade the flavor, you know, give it that sweet, nice taste, and let it cook with your stew, okay? Now when this is ready, you're going to add in your seasoning. I'm using just Maggie cube because there's already stock in it. The stock has all the seasoning and the flavor. You don't need to add in so much spices to this, okay? Now let this cook for a while and your stew is ready. All you have to do is add in your boiled eggs or whatever you want to add. You can even add in some chicken. I just added my boiled eggs and I was good to go, guys. Waakye stew is actually very simple to make. All you need is the right ingredients from the start, okay? And then the rest is up to you. Look at how my waakye is looking good. Like I said, I'm going to make a detailed recipe of the waakye later, okay? So I'm going to add in some plantain, you know. We are doing assorted waakye. So yes, I added in my waakye stew, some eggs, some wele, everything was in there, and I added in my gari, my macaroni or spaghetti. You can add in some pear, you can add in anything at all you want and enjoy yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. It is simple to make, so please do out to make some this weekend. Since it's a holiday, please make sure you make some with your family and then enjoy the holidays, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.